Well, I just dropped off that McDonald's order, and it's ironic. It is the customer that I was supposed to deliver the food last week when I got pulled over for speeding. Same customer. So basically, I have returned to the scene of the crime.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Tuesday. I'm in my car, and it's time for the morning dash. Yesterday was interesting. It was the day after the NASCAR race. Traffic was crazy busy, weird, RVs everywhere. So hopefully maybe today will be a little quieter on the interstate and traffic, but hopefully it gets way better for DoorDashing. So let's start the app and see what questions do I get asked this morning. Ooh, no questions. All right, let's get this dash on the road. So, heading to my initial base. Hopefully I pick up an order on the way. So, in the meantime, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, just as I was signing off, you probably heard the chime. Trusty Chick-fil-A in the morning. At least they don't tend to get canceled right away like Jack's did yesterday. So, anyhow, on the Chick-fil-A, here we go. Hopefully for a good day. See you in a little bit. Well, that was a interesting delivery of that Chick-fil-A out in the country to a group of houses. Was not really a group of houses, but it was a private drive, but they had a homemade sign up ahead. You know, some hairdresser, and I've drove past that sign many times, and now that I know what what that area looks like. There is looks like it's just huge property. You know, somebody's got their own business, but it's right there on their own property. So they got their, the hairdresser building right there, and then right across the little driveway, they got their personal residence. So, but I was confused about the delivery because the picture shows, please leave the door, but the door. So I went to the front door, and it didn't match the picture. So I had to call. That's what you do, when you're confused, and call. But the app, when you walk into it, it gives you a circle around where you're standing, that you're in the delivery zone. Well, I was in the delivery zone, but I couldn't. But I called to make sure, and sure enough, that was the right house. And what it was, the door to the garage matched the door in the picture. So, I always want to make sure that I'm delivering to the right house, because I don't want to be dinged for delivering food to the wrong house, and then the customer says, I never got my food. So, anyhow. So, heading back into town to my breakfast dash station and see if I can pick up another order. So, see you in a little bit. Well, after a 30-minute wait from that first order, I got my second order on to Burger King. Yay! See you in a little bit. Hello. Sorry for the delay. Usually the last two times I was here, it says go to the county jail. I knew exactly, but I never knew about the address. And the address said, wait, what's it? But so anyway, I apologize.
Okay.
Now I know. Okay, Burger King has a new rule. If you get a crown, you gotta wear it. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, that took some time. The address just says an address, and then the customer must have ordered through a different app, because I tried to communicate, but it didn't go through the DoorDash app. It was directly to text message. And so it took me into the address, and I said, wait a minute. And I was heading towards the county jail, but it didn't mention anything. This was the county jail. So, maybe it's on the other side. And so I went to the other side. No. So I finally text. I'm having trouble finding it. It's the county jail. Well, in your instructions, just say it's the county jail. You know? Oh my God. I wasted about 15 minutes trying to find her. And so, and I've been there. This is the third time I've been to the jail delivering food. And in fact, I made a video about it. But it's just like, I know it is, but good Lord, tell them that you're at the county jail. I know exactly where you are. Not give me a street address. How many people know the street addresses of all, the jail houses where you live? I don't think you know it, unless, of course, you've been a frequent visitor. So, anyway, heading back. Hopefully, get another order. I got about an hour and 20 minutes left in the dash. So, see you in a little bit. Well, another long wait. Finally got an order. I'm sitting here at Jack's and got a Jack's order. Man, it's a feast or famine. I've got 45 minutes left in my dash, and I've only had 3 orders. So, hope it gets better for lunch. So, on to the customer. Oh, by the way, where I'm going is the apartment complex with the steep stairs. So, anyway, see you in a little bit. Real settling in the steep stairs. And there's the kitty cat rug again. Well, just delivered that Jack's order, and lucky for me, I picked up another order at Bojangles, which is right next door to the apartment complex. It's 8:24. This might be my last dash for breakfast, and keep our fingers crossed, depending on how far. I looked at the thing; it's a pretty far distance, so most likely this will be my last dash. But I'll let you know. So, about to head to Bojangles. See you in a little bit. Thank you.
Stop trading. Good morning, may I help you?
Yes, a DoorDash delivery.
Okay, pull the right door.
Well, I brought the Bojangles order to
300 feet.
elementary
turn right.
school to an elementary school in the next county. Oh wow! And it's out that my zone. But just as I finished delivering, I got 10 minutes left in my dash. I got McDonald's order, which is the McDonald's is in my zone. It's the McDonald's I've been to many times, but it's in the next town. So that's where I'm heading, and that will definitely be my last dash. So hey, when I'm out here, I pray and hope that I get orders out here to help compensate for the cost of going back. So anyway, on to McDonald's. Here we go. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that McDonald's order, and it's ironic. It is the customer that I was supposed to deliver the food last week when I got pulled over for speeding. Same customer. So basically, I have returned to the scene of the crime. But this time, I stuck to the speed limit. I mean, I put it on. In fact, following some couple dashers' recommendation, I turned on cruise control. In fact, I'm now leaving the neighborhood, and I'm going to be putting it back on cruise control. And the speed limit is 25, and it's a crawl. But I can't afford to get another ticket. That's the way it goes. So, I'm crawling like a snail, but can't afford to get another ticket. I kind of did some, I know that I did some research. I know DoorDash can deactivate me for, moving violations or background check again. They say, especially they do random background checks, especially if you have DUI. That's an automatic deactivation. But I think I'm okay. My speeding ticket last week was my first ticket in over 20 years. But now I just gotta stay on the straight and narrow, literally straight and narrow, for at least 3 years. So, anyhow, as soon as I get out of town, I'm gonna head back to base. Actually, this is the last dash of the breakfast. And it was okay. But I need to gas up before I start the lunch dash. So, anyhow, I will tell you this, though. It's gotten cooler. In fact, I've had to switch to pants now. I've been wearing shorts since I started door dashing. This is the first time I've had to put on more layers on. So, as they say in Game of Thrones, winter is coming. All right. Heading home. See you in a little bit. Well, I finally made it home. Long trip back. Had to get gas. And go in there, take a quick break. And so I'm here a little late. But let's go ahead and get a summary of this morning's dash. It's not too good. Let me see here. I made a total of $28.04 on 5 deliveries, with a total dash time of 2 hours and 48 minutes. Yeah, the last order took me to the scene of the crime. I mean, I drove right on the same road, and I delivered to the same customer that I was supposed to deliver to when I got pulled over. So, like I said earlier, I turned on the cruise control, and I went 25 miles an hour for almost 2 miles. But like I said, can't afford to get another ticket. And like I said, I think I'm okay with 1 ticket in 20 years. But don't want to push it. So anyway, off to take a break, and I'll be back a little bit for the lunch dash. See you in a little bit. Welcome back. It's now time to start the lunch dash. Had a quick bit, little bit to eat, and so let's go ahead and see. Hopefully this dash is better than it was this morning. So let's start the app. See what we get. No questions to ask me. So, okay. So here we go. Heading to my first station to wait for an order. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I got my first order.
Drive west.
Waiting.
Then turn right.
I just got my first order waiting in the Cracker Barrel parking lot. And it's to Cracker Barrel. Well, I wait about 5 minutes. Not too bad. So, I'm just driving around to the front and go pick up the order. So, after I pick up the order, I'm going to head to the customer. So, see you in a little bit. Well, that was a pleasant delivery from the Cracker Barrel. I've actually delivered to this person before. It's a guard that works at a factory. And her instructions are very specific because I have to go through a couple gates and stuff like that. And when the first time I came out here, no problem. The instructions were clear, and I followed it to the T. The problem was leaving, because I delivered to the security guards, and you need a special code to leave. You know, if you're an employee at the factory, you have a code, and so you can get out. Well, I didn't have a code, and the gate wouldn't open. And so, and there's no button to push. And there's a button to push coming in, say, hey, I'm here for DoorDash, okay. But there's no button to call. So I had to get out of the car and go up to the front part of the gate and try to push. And as I got in the car, then they finally opened the gate. So this time, I told her, I said, okay, been here before and all that, but could you open the gate before I leave? And this time they did. They said she remembers they got distracted and stuff like that. So anyhow, so pleasant surprise. So now I'm going to hope maybe I pick up an order out here. The next town, the infamous where I got a ticket down. So I'm going to head back, head towards that way, and hopefully pick up something out here. If not, head back to my normal station and try to get an order over there. So anyway, see you in a little bit. Well, I just got parked at base, and within a minute I got another order. And it's a Chick-fil-A order, but it's only $5, but I'm 9 miles. I'm going right back out where I just came from to the next town where I got my ticket. So, man, hope it's not going to be the pattern this whole day. Repeat, drive 10 miles back, 10 miles in, get another, go back out there. Jeez. So, anyway, on to Chick-fil-A. See you a little bit.
Or the cold stuff. Yes, ma'am. The salad, wrap, and all that.
Big old truck in the way. What is it? What? What is it? Hi. Well, I just dropped off that Chick-fil-A order way back out here in the next town, and there was a little black kitty cat. But she was meowing. She must be hungry. Either that or in heat. I think she was hungry, waiting for her owner to come feed her. So, anyway, while I was trying to take a picture of her, got another order. But it's not a food order. I'm going back shopping to Dollar General. So this is my third shop and deliver, and all three have been with Dollar General. So, on to Dollar General we go. See you in a little bit. Well, I'm on my way to make that delivery of the shop and deliver order, but something strange really happened, and I was better. It was better to. I was able to find all the items. That's not the issue. The customer wanted me to go buy her cigarettes, and she would give me money for it and show her ID. I told her sorry. I don't know if this is true or not, but I told her sorry. DoorDash does not allow me to do that. Now I do have a special option to deliver liquor, but that's because I gotta go through the routine of scanning their ID and all that. But nowhere in the DoorDash app or anything am I allowed to deliver cigarettes. And I was also basically following what the DoorDash app said to get those three items only. Now, if those cigarettes were in the DoorDash app, the pickup, sure, I would pick it up. but it was not in there. So after I'm finished with all this afternoon, I'm going to call DoorDash and tell them what has happened, and told them the action that I did, just to let them know in case I get a 1-star again. So anyway, off to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that Dollar General order at the apartment complex that's by the old bridge and new bridge. Like, I've been in here many times. So now I'm going to work my way back to home base, and hopefully I pick up some more orders over there. So, see you in a little bit. Well, just as I got in range of my base here on the interstate, picked up an order for Buffalo Wild Wings. So, in fact, there it is right there. I just got to get off the interstate. So here I go, off to Buffalo Wild Wings and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that Buffalo Wild Wings back at the apartment complex I just came to from the last order. All 3 orders that I've done today has sent me out to the next town and deliver. The last 2, the delivery location is the same apartment complex. Okay, now I'm heading back to base. I wonder if this is going to continue. I'm going to get an order there and come all the way back out here. Yeah, and all this mileage and very little pay. Yeah. So, also another thing is the police officers are out in force today. I've seen several. Spectrum is doing a lot of work out here. Spectrum is the local internet provider. But anyhow, wow. Yeah, I gotta be careful because I just saw a guy got pulled over up here. And so, anyhow, going back to base. Hope I get an order that does not bring me all the way back out here. Jeez. All right. See you in a little bit. Well, I finally picked up another order. This time I'm going to Little Caesars. Hopefully I'm not going back out of town to the same place I've been going all three first orders. So anyway, on to Little Caesars. See you in a little bit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Same to you. Well, I just delivered that pizza to basically a farm. Met the gentleman, former Marine, helping out his family. But I couldn't help it. They got kitty cats everywhere. There was a mama cat with some babies. I got to pet the mama. Cute little piggies. Piggies came out. He said 2 of them came out, and so literally I came to the house with goats, chickens, pigs, and kittens and cats, and the whole gambit. So I showed them that picture of the pig that I went to. Say, yeah, that's about the same size as, so we're about to get him slaughtered. And he said he's got quail, and they pickle quail eggs. So, but he's on his day off. But even on his day off, he's got full. So, pretty kitties. So, anyway, I've got just over about an hour and 15 minutes left on my dash. But now bad weather's coming in. It's getting dark. I think we may have some rain coming. So we'll see how well this will go, but I'm heading back to base, and hopefully I pick up another order. At least this time I didn't go out of town. I just went north of town in the country. So anyway, see you in a little bit. Well, after waiting about 15-20 minutes, I finally got another order. It's for Wendy's. At least this time it's the pay is higher than the mileage. Whew, man. So, and I think a storm's coming in. It's getting really, really cloudy and overcast, and the temperature's dropping. So, anyhow, on the Wendy's. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that Wendy's, and I think I delivered to this guy before because I seem to remember the instructions. His instructions are very specific. They said, please take a picture of the food, include the door with the door number on it. And then once you place the food out there, knock on the door. That's very specific. Don't know why, but you do what the customer wants. Heavy traffic here. It's a 4-lane with a divided turn lane in the middle, and it's getting close in the evening. I've got 30 minutes left in the dash, and this is the Gauntlet Road. Oh, look at there. Take a screenshot.
Drive north on Martin Street South.
Guess where I'm going? Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Back out there. Probably to the same Dollar General I've been today and yesterday, because I'm heading back out to the next town. This will definitely be my last dash, but it was $10, you know. So far, every shop and deliver has been a Dollar General. It's probably because that's the only store around here that accepts DoorDash shop and deliver. The only other major retailer is Walmart, and Walmart has their own system, which is, speaking of which, Walmart Spark. I did sign up for Walmart Spark, but it seems like there's a 2 to 3 year waiting list. I've also signed up for Amazon Flex. I did all this. I started all this. I signed up for all of this at the same time I signed up for DoorDash. And seems there's a long wait for Amazon Flex too. So, you know, because I see a lot of other YouTube people who do DoorDash and Uber Eats. Now I do have Uber Eats. I may be doing a Uber Eats run, probably maybe Thursday, a slight afternoon to kind of get my feet wet. I've done one, I did it one time and I got one order, and then that's really about it. But to me, the app was very challenging to use. DoorDash is very simple. So we'll see. Thursday, I'm not going to be officially dashing. I got to take our kitty cats to their yearly checkup and get their yearly shots. And to have the younger one, the smaller one, have his eye looked at again. We've been treating his eye. It seems like he got a scratch on his eyeball, probably from wrestling with his brother. And he's had to wear a cone, but the cone they gave us was too big, you know. And so I went and bought another one, softer, smaller. But he's still so pitiful. So what we've done is we put it on him to give him his eye medicine, and we keep it on him for about an hour, so the medicine get in there, and so he doesn't, because he wants to rub it off. So, but after an hour or so, then we take the call off, because he's so miserable. And the cats only really get rambunctious when both of us are home, and we can stop that. But you know, during the day they're sleeping. You know, they're waiting for me to come home and give them snacks and their bites. Preferably in that order: a snack and then their food. According to my wife, I try to feed them, and then if they're still hungry, then they can get a snack. So anyway, 2.5 miles to the Dollar General. This may be a different one, but that's where I'm going. So on to Dollar General and to the customer after that. So see you in a little bit. Well, I thought that was my last dash, but somehow miraculously I got more time added, and I'm going off to, I think it's Bojangles. I think.
In a mile, turn left onto England Road.
Yep. Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen. Yep. Going to Popeye's. So, anyhow, on to Popeye's and to that customer, and hopefully that'll be my last dash. So, see you in a little bit.
It'll be $15. Tomorrow he's here at 9. Yeah, he's off today. Oh.
Thank you.
Hey, have a great day, ma'am. Thank you. You're never eating. I thought so.
More kitty cats. Well, I delivered that Popeye's order, and now my dash is officially over. So I got a couple of those extra dashes. It helped, you know, especially with the very poor morning dash we had. So this kind of made up for it. But it put me out here in the middle of nowhere. Not quite deliverance country, but getting close. Rural. So anyway, making my way back home. It's going to take me a little while. Then I gotta start the crock pot. I'm making Salisbury steak from frozen hamburger patties. So should be pretty good. So anyway, heading back to the house and see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally back home. It was a long ride, and what made it a little longer, it's starting to rain. You know, if y'all seen my my video of me washing my car, now my car's not clean anymore. But you know, that's the way it goes. So summary for today, I had a total of $61.02. I wound up doing $2 General orders, one for $10.97, one for $3.81, but that $3.81 was real quick. But you know, the reason I picked the shop and deliver is because there have been lately just a lot of, you know, slowness, you know, in between orders, you know, so I may only get like 4 or 5 orders, but if I can pop in a couple, you know, Dollar Generals, even though they take a little longer time, in the long run, I'm getting more money because it's better than sitting on my butt in the car. Now, I've seen in other markets that for some people, it may not be worth it because, especially if you're in a big city, you can boom, 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 hit the orders all day long and not worry about shop and deliver. But out here in rural country, you know, orders are far and few in between. That's why I said, let's go and try the shop and deliver. And so far, the only thing I've been able to do is go shopping at Dollar General. I don't think any other store around here that offers that. So anyway, yeah, my running total for 2 days is only $172.84, which tells you I'm behind. I will be dashing tomorrow and Friday, but I won't be dashing Thursday morning. We got to take the kitty cats to the vet for their yearly checkup, and also have Momo have his eye checked again. Poor fellow. He's got a little scratch on his eye, and I have to put a collar on him. They told me to keep the collar on him all the time, so he's just too miserable. He can't eat with it on. So what I do is I put the collar on him, give him his eye medicine, but I let him keep the collar on for about another hour, so that medicine gets an eye, and then I remove the collar. You know, the boys, the twin boys, they don't wrestle. They occasionally wrestle in rough house, you know, but they usually don't do it until we're home. And I can break that up because during the day while we're gone, they're lazy butts. They're just sleeping everywhere. So anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me, especially had $2 Generals of shopping, and got to see a farm with a bunch of animals. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed the video, please select the like button. And if you enjoy what you're seeing here on my channel, please subscribe and help me build the channel. So anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go and start the crock pot. Like I said, we're having Salisbury steak. And like I said, I won't be doing Thursday. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.